Hello, it's great to be here. I'm Martha Barlow and this is Barlow BBQ. Now I know you see me today and you say, oh, she's gonna make some vegetables. And you know, you're completely correct. We're gonna make some vegetables. But we're gonna make a great vegetable. We're gonna make a butternut squash bisque and we're gonna make it on the pit barrel cooker. So let's go check it out and I'll show you what I'm using today. While the pit barrel is coming up to temperature, let's get our veggies ready for our soup. Let me show you what we have today. We have some butternut squash, some fresh pears, fresh ginger, garlic, and a sweet onion. We're keeping it real simple. We're gonna slather all of these with butter. And I'm starting with the squash because it's the biggest. I'm gonna throw that on first. Slather all of these with butter. This is not a slimming soup. We're making up for the lack of meat with lots of butter. And now we're going to sprinkle on some of this homemade poultry seasoning. It's a great seasoning. We used it in our turkey video, which we'll give you a link to. It's got a lot of nice warming spices, some rosemary, lots of black pepper. We're just going to dump that on there. Now I'm just going to sprinkle a little raw sugar over everything to give it a little caramelization and a little sweetness. Okay, we're just about ready to grill. Let me show you how I've got the pit barrel set up today. So you see I have my Dutch oven in here, which we're going to make our soup in. And I've left half the grill open, and that's where we're going to put our squash. I put a big chunk of applewood in there, and that's smoking away. So we're just going to start by putting our squash in here and throw the rest of the stuff in there. Put the lid on and let her rip until it's soft, probably about an hour. All right, so we're going to start with our squash. Slide that in right here. And put everything else in the Dutch oven. We're going to make our soup right in this Dutch oven, so it'll have all these great flavors in there. Spread this out and add one more blob of butter, just for good measure. We put the rebars back into the pit barrel. We're going to put the lid on this, and we're just going to let it smoke for about 30 minutes to an hour until this is nice and soft and caramelized. We'll check back in 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes. Let's take a look inside and see how we're doing. All right, for 30 minutes, this is looking pretty good. Squash is still pretty solid. We're looking for this to be soft. So we're just going to put the lid back on and let her rip for another 30 minutes. Okay, it's been another 30 minutes. Let's take a look at our squash. Okay, this is looking pretty good. It's going a little slower than I'd like. This is still pretty solid. Those still look pretty raw. So we want to crank up the heat in this guy. So we're going to take out the rebars and crack the lid a little bit and let it go for another 30 minutes. That should give us some more heat. And just like that, it's wicked hot. Speaking of wicked hot, this pit barrel is roaring. Now remember, we've had this squash on for probably about 2 hours. 45 minutes of it has been with the lid cracked to get this thing cranking. This was taking too long. Let's see what's going on. Hopefully we're getting some roasty flavors in there. Well, this is looking great. This is really what we want to see. See how the edges are getting kind of caramelized-y. Everything's cooking right up and sizzling. These squash are almost there. See, we got a little softness on one side. We're gonna close this up, still cracking that lid, and give it another 30 minutes. Ooh, it looks like there's a storm brewing over here. But we're gonna keep on cooking. We've been cooking for 2.5 hours so far. About an hour of it's been with the lid cracked to kind of crank up that heat. Let's pop the lid and see what's going on with that butternut squash. This all looks great. Look at that caramelization. Everything's soft and roasty. This squash is nice and soft. Let's get that off and let it cool for a bit while we finish our soup.
Now we got a storm blowing in, folks, so we gotta clear this off of here. Martha's gonna do that for us. All right, boom. Look at that, that is looking real nice, y'all. Here we go, we got it focused. Ooh!
Definitely done.
That is definitely done. Okay, we got that squash off of there.
Now we're just going to deglaze the bottom of the pan with some of this chicken broth. Pour this in there. Okay, we're going to close this up, let that storm pass, and let our squash cool. We'll scrape it out and we'll finish up this soup in about 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes and our squash is cool enough to handle. Let's open up the pit barrel, get the Dutch oven out of there, and finish up this soup before it starts raining even harder. Here's our butternut squash. Now we're just going to scoop this out and put it right in here. This is looking beautiful. We're going to add some milk. Splash a half and half. This looks great. We're going to take it inside and puree it up, and we'll meet you back at the grill for the final touch. This is our soup. We took it inside and pureed it. Now we're just going to add some more half and half. I don't pour it all over the table. Stir that in, a little sprinkle of cardamom. Now we're going to get this back on the pit barrel for another 15-20 minutes just to reheat it, and then we can serve it up.
All right, so here we are at the pit barrel, and what we're going to do is hang our Dutch oven in the pit barrel. And we've messed around a little bit in the past with, exactly how to do that. And we found the best way to do it is with this one rebar, and you put that rebar in crosswise. Now this is a Lodge 10-inch Dutch oven. I believe it's 5 quarts. But it all will fit in there, just fine if you hang that rebar going crosswise. There you go, whoop, just like that. All right, so there we go. That's it, folks. Now, obviously, we can't put the other rebar in there, but that's all right. We need our temperatures to come up, and we're just going to warm up this soup anyways. So we'll see you real soon for a taste test. All right, well, hey, folks.
Well,
Hey.
look who decided to show up.
Hey, I want to say, Martha, you've been doing a great job today leading the video.
We'll see about that.
Telling everyone, how to make this this soup, and this looks really good. I'm excited to try it out.
Let's give it a go.
All right, here we go. Ooh, I love the texture on it. Nice and creamy.
It's got a little kick to it.
It's got a little kick to it, and it's got these nice little, just tiny little bits of ginger in there. That's real good.
I'd say this is a success. You should try it out, or you can make it all in your oven if you want to be lazy.
Yeah, for sure you could make this inside in the kitchen in the oven, but it's a lot more fun cooking outside. And we had a lot of fun today putting this video together for you guys, so we hope you enjoy it. We're going to have the recipe, for everything right down below in the description box.
You know it. Well, I had a swell time today taking over some Barlow BBQ, cooking up some vegetables.
Yeah, I want to see you host more videos. What do you guys think? Let us know down below. Would you like to see Martha take over some more videos?
Or who cares?
I don't care. Actually, we don't care what you think. We're just going to do it anyways, right?
That was lots of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
And we made a great soup, and it's super delicious.
Yep.
We're going to eat this before it rains on us, and we'll see you next time. And so until next time, smoke them if you got them.
That's right, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.